Max Erbels actually said, the Bayern director, he said it's all on hold at the moment. But as you mentioned and alluded to earlier, Frank, this is a weird and wild situation.
Now, that's for me, I'm sorry, but I want to be clear. That's disrespectful towards Nicolas Jackson. I mean, the guy is not an object. He's a human being. You say you don't want him anymore. You can go play and even on loan for another club because you're not good enough for Chelsea. And suddenly you have an injury. Oh, you know what? No, just come back. Oh, yeah, but I'm already in Munich. No, we don't care. Just come back. Come on. Just pay some respect to the player. You picked him. You chose him. He wasn't good enough. That's obvious. And we all agree with that. He has to go. But respect that decision that you made. Because you made that decision to get rid of him and to allow him to play for another club. And don't call him back after because suddenly we miss you. We didn't think about that, but we miss you because we have an injury. Now, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's, for me, absolutely disrespectful.
That injury is expected to be 6 to 8 weeks for Liam Delap. And then, hang on a minute, have you landed yet? Yeah. Turn around.
Call the customs agent.
Turn around.
Don't let him in.
What do you think of it all, Shaq?
Well, my first takeaway is I want Nicolas Jackson's agent. How we end up in a situation where 48 hours to go in the transfer window, Chelsea and Bayern Munich are fighting over Nicolas Jackson. I want his agent. Secondly, and the cold side to this is business. Chelsea are still his owning club. They still have the right to call him back, and they exercise that right. But to Frank's point and to how Frank phrased it, we are talking about humans here. And while, yes, in the cold act of business, Chelsea are well within their rights, as Frank articulated, you tell Nicolas Jackson you don't want him anymore, you're not in our plans, you can go elsewhere. Somehow he gets himself to Bayern Munich. Again, that's a different conversation altogether. And just as you're thinking you're getting this new lease on life, you are called back to a parent club who just got through telling you, we don't want you anymore. So now you have a player who's upset, who really isn't, has no kind of sympathy, has felt no kind of love from the football club, doesn't feel appreciated, and what does that translate to in terms of performances? Now, Nicolas Jackson is a professional, and I'm sure he'll put out professional performances when called on, but you could totally understand how deflated he feels at this point. And while I started in defending Chelsea, was saying, it's just the cold business that it is, at no point you thought, between now and, let's say this deal was done, you thought that you had more than enough cover to last you until January. Had this injury happened a week later, your position was, we had enough cover to last us until January. One player goes down, and that totally changes. So while I defend Chelsea, and this is business, this is not smart business on your part. However you look at this is not smart business on Chelsea's part. And now as a result, you're going to find yourself with a player who probably does not want to be there. And we see exactly how much game time this all translates to for him anyway.
And then wonders, Shaka, at the end of that timeout from Delap, okay, so then what's going to happen to me now when he comes back?
Well, he knows what's going to happen to him. He's not playing. There's a reason as to why the door was completely wide open. Nico, go on. Go on. Yeah, just, you know what? Go. We'll pack for you. Just go to Munich. We'll send you your boxes. We'll be all right. And so to that end, obviously, if you're Chelsea, you're thinking, well, he's still our player. But he's not. On paper, he is. But he's not. Nicolas Jackson's soul has already left Chelsea. His commitment to your club has already gone, was already on that flight. And to the point of the agent, I think the situation is going to get all the more complicated because of the agent's involvement. If this were a personal conversation between player, manager, at a human level, I think there is a better chance of this being resolved than an agent who came out and said, the plane ain't coming back. The plane is not turning around.
The plane can't go backwards, I think it was.
Whatever it was. And so it already creates, it's an uncomfortable situation and conversation to be had regardless. But I think the agent is already sort of adding fuel to the fire and making this far more controversial than it needs to be. This is when humans have to have a human conversation. You didn't want me. You don't want me. You don't need me. You said you didn't need me. Now you want me back just because? It's to the point to where if you're not going to use me and you know you're not going to use me, just let me be and go do my thing over there and see what happens with the rest of my career. But if it is about the contract and what's on paper, what's written paper, then Chelsea have every right to say, 9, you're coming back this way.